मागे तुम्ही हे सेम वाचू शकतात, अभ्यास करू शकतात, सायमल्टेनियसली वाचत जा. Okay, and one more thing, let me remind you or caution you. The thing is, please note that, of course, still the online classes are going on, but it is not sure that the exams will also be online. तर तुम्ही म्हणतात नंतर तुमचे एक्झाम पर्यंत if situation of corona improves, and likely chances are there, definitely by the end of January, corona will be nil. I hope so. So if such thing happens, then you have to appear offline exam. Now you may argue that we have studied in online mode and you are asking us to write offline. So let me remind you once again and tell you that in Karnataka, same thing happened. Student learned the whole semester last year in online system only, but exams university declared that will be in offline system, because at that time during exam, corona was in the control. So student went to up to High Court also, but High Court also declared that exams are going to be in offline mode only. So please note that, don't neglect it. The situation, don't compare the situation with last year's situation. Last year's situation was different. So this time, of course, if online exams are there, it is easier for you. But remember, this time chances are there of offline exam. 99% chances are of offline exams are there. So please attend the classes regularly and study it. And if you fail, means it is very difficult for you people, because again nobody is going to teach you. Once the offline classes start, means difficult for you people. So tell all your friends to attend the classes. Very out of 65 or 64, 27 students are there only. Very less strength is there. Okay, so let me remind you the things. I told you what is soil mechanics, what is soil, how soil is defined by different professional people. For agriculturist, what is soil? For geologist, what is soil? For farmer, what is soil? Or for geotechnical engineer, what is the soil? For a common man, what is the soil? In different way, we define the soil. Then I told you about what is soil mechanics. Okay, then I told you about what is the application of soil mechanics. And application of soil mechanics is basically 90% foundation engineering only, because we are concerned about foundation engineering. Foundation, pushkal lokanla काय माहित राहते, even though I am also in teaching from the last 20-25 years, but rarely we see the foundation. What we do is rarely we see the foundation. What we do is we see superstructure. A common man also can tell that these are the columns, this is the beam, okay, these are the walls, this is window, this is slab. Everything regarding superstructure, all the people can tell. But when it comes to foundation, foundation nobody sees. Footing, foundation, only expert people or those who are in construction business, they only generally see the foundation. So our main application of soil mechanics is foundation engineering. And in the second semester, we will study in detail about foundation engineering, about parts. Okay. Then I told you about three-phase soil system. Let me remind you again and again. I am repeating because once I start, flow means I am not going to repeat the things. Okay, so what is three-phase soil system? Soil generally we think that made up of three parts. It is not separate like this: solids, water, and air. And air and water ला combinedly मिळून जे राहते त्याला म्हणतात voids. इसको क्या बोलते हैं? Voids. So two-phase system आप लेंगे तो it is voids and solids. And voids are made up of air and water. If voids are totally with air, then such soils are called dry soils. And suppose if voids are totally filled with water, such soils are called saturated water. But generally, it is the mixture of air and water only. Okay, this can be more or this can be more, that is different thing. So this system is called three-phase soil system. This is called three-phase soil system. Hello. So what I was telling that, so it is made up of voids and solids. So voids are the combinations of air and water. As I told you, if totally it is filled with air, it is dry soil. If it is totally filled with water, it is saturated soil. So three-phase system is clear, and two-phase system is clear for you people. I think it. Okay. Now, next basic definition, basic properties of soil I defined. What is water content? I won't go in detail. Water content is equal to weight of water to the weight of soil. ये याद रखना बहुत मुश्किल है, इसको आपको बहुत प्रैक्टिस करना पड़ा, फटक से आप बोल सकना कि वाटर कंटेंट क्या है. Then I defined White's ratio. So White ratio can be greater than 1 also. Then I defined porosity. So porosity is volume of voids by total value. Porosity also I defined. Porosity also I defined. Okay, got it? Then I defined the relation between porosity and voids ratio. N is equal to E upon 1 plus E, or when N is given, E can be found by N upon 1 minus N. ये दोन्ही आठवण ठेवा. होपफुली तुम्ही घरात वाचला असेल. वाचा, न वाचला तर काहीच यूज नाही बघा, मी सांगलालो तुम्हाला. Okay, then I defined degree of saturation. Degree of saturation is equal to volume of water by total voids. मतलब voids में अगर से volume of water निकालेंगे तो degree of saturation होता. अगर से हम एयर निकालेंगे तो वो क्या होता, एयर कंटेंट होता. देखिए ऐसा याद रखना, एयर कंटेंट में और डिग्री ऑफ सैचुरेशन में क्या फर्क है. डिग्री ऑफ सैचुरेशन में वैल्यूम ऑफ वाटर विद रिस्पेक्ट टू वैल्यूम ऑफ वाइड्स लेते, एयर कंटेंट में वैल्यूम ऑफ एयर विद रिस्पेक्ट टू वैल्यूम ऑफ वाटर वाइड्स लेते, वैल्यूम ऑफ वाइड्स लेते. देन AC is equal to 1 minus S. This derivation also I did you. Oh, you should know it. Then percentage air voids I defined percentage air voids, and percentage air voids is defined as the ratio of the volume of air voids to the total volume of the soil mass. Volume of air voids to the total volume of the soil mass, and it is expressed in percentage. That is Na is equal to Va by V into 100. Va by V into 100. Va by V into 100. Got it? So now all these things you did. Okay. Then I defined density. Different types of densities I defined. Then I defined unit weight. Unit weight is same as that one. And this formula you will remember for density and unit weight. Gamma dash is equal to gamma saturation minus gamma W. Gamma W is the unit weight of water. It is having the fixed value of 9.81 kilonewton per meter cube. Then I defined how to convert conversion between density and unit weight. Suppose if density is given in gram per centimeter cube, you will get its unit weight by multiplying 9.81. 9.81. इथपर्यंत आम्ही केलो शिकलो. Now tell me if you have any doubts till now. काय माझ्या मेथड मध्ये का म्हणजे एकदा once I pick up means it will be difficult for you people to understand. आता तुम्ही मला सांगा एवढं सगळं कळालं का तुम्हाला? Maybe I will try to use Marathi also, but my Marathi is not that much good. So sometimes I use Hindi also. I think, is there anybody from Jammu and Kashmir or Karnataka, Andhra, Telangana, other state than Maharashtra? Because if I speak in Marathi, it will be a problem for them if I speak too much Marathi. Okay. So now, if you have any doubts till now, Sanga. Mala, काय तर chat वर लिहा. नाही sir, it is okay. It is smooth, very kind. All the 2 PPTs I have given, all the lectures I am uploading in the teaching diary. तर तुम्हाला काही प्रॉब्लेम होऊ नये. तुम्हाला काही प्रॉब्लेम असलं तर, आणि ह्याच्या बुक बद्दल मी तुम्हाला सांगितलं, एक बीसी पुन्याचं बुक कॉलेजच्या लायब्ररी मधून घ्या, नाहीतर तुम्ही पैसे आहेत तुमच्याकडे तर खरेदी करा. काय ते लॉस नाही त्याच्यामध्ये. बीसी पुन्याचं बुक घेतलं तर तुमच्याकडे चांगले भरपूर पैसे आहेत. भरपूर इन द सेन्स यू कॅन अफोर्ड. इफ यू कॅन अफोर्ड you please buy one book of BC Punmia, Soil Mechanics and Foundation Engineering by BC Punmia. I think 700-800 it costs, so you get it. Otherwise you can have from library also. And second thing is, one book is there, Aurora. I will share with you people. A soft copy आहे माझ्या त्याच्याकडे, ते तुम्हाला देतो मी. आणि पीपीटीज देवला लो, अपलोड पण करला लो आणि याचे डिटेल नोट्स पण मी तुम्हाला शेअर करतो. फर्स्ट चॅप्टर होऊ दे, फर्स्ट चॅप्टरचे सगळे नोट्स आणि तिथून तुम्हाला त्याचे प्रॉब्लेम्स सगळे मी तुम्हाला शेअर करतो नोट्स. यू नीड नॉट वरी अबाउट ऑल दिस थिंग्स. नाउ यू टेल मी whether whatever I am teaching you people are following it clearly. You people are following it clearly. Okay, is it clear beta? Has somebody write yes in the chat box? I will move. Okay, Vaibhavi Kamble is saying it is okay, no problem na. Uday, shall I move? And see, I have uploaded these PPTs 1 and 2 in the group. You go through it. Okay. So now I will define next one important thing is specific gravity. Why I am giving most important to the first chapter is once you are perfect in the first chapter, no, if you understand the concept of soil mechanics very well, no, it will be easier for you further. So first chapter is very important. So let me start with now specific gravity. What is specific gravity? So see here, specific gravity is defined as the ratio of course it is ratio, weight of the given volume of soil solids at a given temperature to the weight of an equal volume of distilled water at that temperature, both weight being taken in air. Other words, it is the ratio of unit weight of soil to that of water. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है और जब मैं ये प्रैक्टिकल कराऊंगा आपको जब भी मैं स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी फर्स्ट एक्सपेरिमेंट यही है, एट दैट टाइम आई विल गो इन डिटेल स्टिल. सी डूइंग दिस एक्सपेरिमेंट इज वेरी इजी, लेकिन आज तक बहुत से लोगों को ये मालूम ही नहीं कि स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी क्या है, इसका इंपॉर्टेंस क्या है. इंपॉर्टेंस तो खैर बोलेंगे, लेकिन ये है क्या आखिर स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी. तो आई विल टेल यू, इट इज द रेशियो ऑफ वेट ऑफ सॉलिड, मतलब सॉइल. हम सॉइल के लिए डील कर रहे हैं, हम सॉइल की बात करेंगे. इट इज द रेशियो ऑफ वेट ऑफ सॉइल सॉलिड्स टू द वेट ऑफ वाटर. अब आप बोलेंगे वेट ऑफ सॉलिड बाय वेट ऑफ वाटर इज द स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी, you will get 0. It is totally wrong answer. So here you are written it is weight of solid by weight of water, and then you are telling again it is wrong. The important thing is you see here, इसको underline करो, an equal volume of distilled water. Of course temperature same रहना, whatever conditions are same, दोनों measure करते समय वो अलग बात है. लेकिन स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी मतलब क्या है? स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी मतलब वेट ऑफ सॉइल सॉलिड्स, weight of soil solids to the weight of water of equal volume of soil. इसको अंदर याद रखो, ये बहुत बहुत जरूरी है, ये बार बार भूल जाते हैं आप. आप जितना वेट ऑफ सॉइल सॉलिड्स ले रहे, जितना वेट ऑफ सॉइल सॉलिड्स ले रहे, जितने वॉल्यूम का, सपोज करो आप एक पर्टिकुलर वॉल्यूम का सॉइल सॉलिड्स ले रहे, तो वाटर भी उसी वॉल्यूम का रहना. फिर वाटर का वेट क्या है देखो, then the ratio of weight of soil solids to the ratio of weight of water of equal volume of soil, and then it is called specific gravity. Or it is also can be defined as unit weight of soil, because weight by volume दोनों का वॉल्यूम सेम है, तो हम weight by volume ऊपर करें नीचे भी weight by volume करें, तो that can be written as gamma s by gamma w. Specific gravity is also defined as the ratio of unit weight of soil solids to the unit weight of water. Unit weight of soil solids to the unit weight of water. Unit weight of water. Can anybody tell me what is the unit of specific gravity? Please write in the chat box. Just think about it and write the unit of specific gravity. Please. Yeah, somebody has written here. 2 people. Yeah, very good, Anjali. Right. Uday, Snehal. Yes, Ankita. Yes, beta. Because why it is no unit? It is the ratio of 2 equal things. वर पण वेट आहे, यस ऋतुजा, वर पण वेट आहे, खाली पण वेट आहे. वेट कॅन्सल होणार तर कुठे युनिट राहणार, तर स्पेसिफिक ग्रॅव्हिटीचं काही स्पेसिफिक ग्रैविटी का कोई भी यूनिट नहीं रहेगा, स्पेसिफिक ग्रैविटी इज यूनिटलेस। एक बार और मैं बताता हूं आपको, ऑफकोर्स स्टैंडर्ड टेम्परेचर, ये जो स्टैंडर्ड टेम्परेचर इज 27 डिग्री, इसको याद रखो, हम बहुत नेग्लेक्ट करते हैं इसको, लेकिन ये सब एमसीक्यू में पूछता। So while measuring the specific gravity, what temperature you should maintain? So it is 27 degrees Celsius. 27 degrees Celsius is the standard temperature for reporting the specific gravity. Okay, at this temperature only it is unitless because it is the ratio, and when ratio of same things is there, so it is a unitless. So specific gravity is clear. The soil solid have permissible and compressible void inside them. Permissible void being capable of getting filled with water. If all the content towards of a soil water excluded, determining the value of the specific gravity, it is called obsolete or true specific gravity. एक और term है, एक और टर्म स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी के ऊपर मैं आज तो आपको थोड़ा बहुत बता रहा हूं, इसके बारे में डिटेल व्हेन आई टेक द प्रैक्टिकल आई विल। देयर इज वन मोर टर्म, व्हाट इज द ट्रू स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी, what is the obsolete specific gravity? See here, while taking the weights, the soil solids have permissible and compressible voids inside them, and permissible voids being capable of getting filled with water. If all the content words of the soil particle are excluded for determining the value of solid, मतलब क्या बोलता हूँ, तो जब आप स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी निकालते वाइड्स को कंसीडर करते, उस वाइड्स में पानी भी भरा हुआ रहता, तो उसको कंसीडर लेके अगर से आप स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी निकालेंगे तो दिस इज द सिंपल स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी। बट इफ वी अवॉइड दैट वन, दीज आर एक्सक्लूडेड, अगर से हम वाइड्स को एक्सक्लूड करके वेट निकाल रहे तो इट इज कॉल्ड true specific gravity, and true specific gravity is given by gm, and gm is equal to gamma upon gamma w. So there is the difference between only specific gravity, general specific gravity, and this true specific gravity. So you read it, you try to understand it. Even if you don't understand, I will repeat it. Regarding specific gravity, half an hour only I will tell in the laboratory, because this experiment is very easy, because already you did it in concrete lab. Concrete lab मध्ये केलात ना तुम्ही, to find the specific gravity of fine aggregate, coarse aggregate. चार बॉटल लेते पैक्नोमीटर के, पहले M1 वेट लेते, फिर थोड़ा मटेरियल डालते, आप शायद सैंड डालते, वहां पर कुछ भी डालते हो, यहाँ पर सॉइल डालते। तो एक्सपेरिमेंट इज वेरी इजी, बट प्लीज गो थ्रू दिस वंस अगेन थ्रू द बुक, नेट, वेरेवर इट इज, नेट मध्ये गुगल मध्ये टाइप करा स्पेसिफिक ग्रॅव्हिटी, किती येते वाचा, अभ्यास करा, युट्यूब मध्ये जा, सिनेमा बघण्यापेक्षा, गाणे बघण्यापेक्षा, क्रिकेटचं मॅच बघण्यापेक्षा युट्यूब मध्ये स्पेसिफिक ग्रॅव्हिटीवर कोणाचे काय सांगितले बघा ते. So you will find it very, interesting. Okay, so this is all about specific gravity. So this is the true specific gravity where voids are excluded here, but here everything is considered. So G is equal to gamma S by gamma W, whereas this is gamma by gamma W. Means here unit weight of soil solids is only taken, and here everything is considered along with solids. Okay, so regarding this I will tell more in the some other class while taking the practical. Now after defining specific gravity, now there is one more term, that is density index and relative compaction. What is density index or relative compaction? एक पेन और पेपर साथ में लेके बैठो, कैलकुलेटर लेके बैठो, कभी कभी कुछ बोले तो फटाक से लिखो, तो क्या होता है आपको, जरा आप इसमें रहते, मतलब यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड इट वेरी इजीली। चुप बैठ के सुने तो नहीं चलता, चुप बैठ के अगर से आप सुनेंगे तो नहीं चलेगा। गॉट इट? सो नाउ द टर्म डेंसिटी इंडेक्स और रिलेटिव डेंसिटी used to express the relative compaction of natural cohesionless soil deposits. देखिए, the term density index or relative density both are same. Density index or relative density or degree of density is used to express the relative compaction of natural cohesionless soil deposits. Okay, the density index is defined as the ratio of difference between the void ratio of a soil in this loose state Emax and its natural void ratio E to the difference between the void ratio in loose and dense state. So इतना सब समझाने से बेहतर है if I teach you or tell you by the formula, very easily you can understand. That is density index or relative compaction ID is equal to E max minus E divided by E max minus E minimum. E max minus E minimum. अब E क्या है? E तो मालूम है आपको. अब ये मत बोलो सर E क्या है. अब परफेक्ट है ना. E is White's ratio. वाइड रेशियो का डेफिनेशन क्या है मुझे नहीं मालूम. मुझे एक बार पढ़ा के भूल जाना है. आपको याद रखना है बिकॉज यू हैव टू राइट द एग्जाम्स. एक एग्जाम नहीं लिखना है आपको सिर्फ यूनिवर्सिटी का. आपको बहुत से कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स लिखना है तो बेसिक्स परफेक्ट कर लो आप. तो डेंसिटी इंडेक्स इज वेरी रिलेटिव, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टर्म. Or relative density, it is the ratio of E max minus E divided by E max minus E minimum. What is E natural void ratio? Whatever the void ratio you are getting, that is E. E max void ratio in the loosest state. मतलब जब soil खुला खुला है, जो loose state में है, that is E max. And what is E minimum? E minimum is the void's ratio in the densest state. Void's ratio in the densest state. So ID is equal to E maximum minus E divided by E maximum minus E minimum. So this is the definition of relative density. ID is equal to E max minus E divided by E max minus E. E is the White's ratio at natural state. E max is the White's ratio in loosest state, and E minimum is the White's ratio in densest state. इससे क्या मालूम चलता आपको? जब सॉइल डेंसली कॉम्पैक्ट रहता White's ratio कम रहता. अब जब सॉइल लूज रहता उस वक्त White's ratio क्या रहता? Maximum. White's ratio क्या रहता? Maximum. So this completes the basic definitions of all the soil properties. I hope everything is clear to you. Of course, still more definitions are there that I will take whenever the things will come. So this is the major basic things you should know. What is three-phase soil system? What is two-phase soil system? What is water content? What is White's ratio? What is porosity? What is degree of saturation? What is percentage air voids? What is percentage air voids? What is air content? What is air content? Okay. Then what else? This all thing I defined you. See the relation between White's ratio and porosity, relation between air content and degree of saturation. Then I defined density of soil and different types of densities of soil. Then I defined unit weight and different types of unit weights. Then how to convert density into unit weight. And then I defined specific gravity. Then I defined specific gravity, and then I defined relative density. So these are the basic properties. इसको रट लो आप. एक चीज आपको पता होना चाहिए. आपको क्लियर होना चाहिए. आपको क्लियर होना चाहिए. कुछ डाउट है तो आप पूछ सकते हैं. कुछ डाउट है तो आप पूछ सकते हैं. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Otherwise, I will move for next very, very, very important derivations. कोई डाउट नहीं है ना? Shall I move now? All the things you will study yourself. इतना मैं आपको डिटेल में बार-बार चिल्ला के बोला हूं. So you should. Okay. So now I will go for next one. So two PPTs I posted it on your this one. क्या बोलते हैं आपके ग्रुप में. So now don't worry about all these PPTs. So better than this, I am having notes. I will share notes with you people. I will share notes also with you people. बहुत डिटेल में है वो भी. आप पहले सीखो नोट्स वोट्स पास फेल बाद में. आपको पता होना चाहिए कि what we are doing, what we are studying. Now after the basic definitions, now one important thing is there that you should know. ये स्लाइड ये पेपर थोड़ा वीक मतलब जरा फीका फीका है लेकिन दिखता. इसके बाद में मैं आपको अगले सब अच्छे. तो एक कम से कम एक 20-25 डेरिवेशंस है इस चैप्टर, छोटे छोटे वो भी. So those derivations we will do now. So you write the heading of functional relationships between E. functional relationships है. हम सबसे पहले relationship निकालेंगे E, G, omega and ES. E, G, omega and ES. What is E? What is G? What is omega and what is S? E is S White's ratio, है ना? E is White's ratio. What is G? Can anybody tell? Omega is omega और small w बोल सकते हैं आप. Water content. Yes क्या है? Specific gravity. लिखो चैट बॉक्स में. What is S? कोई लिख सकता क्या? What is S? What is G? Is S is specific gravity? What is
yes, degree of
saturation? Yes, yes is degree of saturation. बहुत बार हम लोग yes बोलते specific gravity बोलते नहीं. Yes is degree of saturation. So White's ratio, then G is specific gravity. G is for specific gravity, and then water content, and S is degree of saturation. Degree of saturation. So you have to find the relation between E, G, omega and ES. E, G, omega and ES. I think Kshitija is facing problem. Kshitija Chauhan. Okay, तो हमको एक रिलेशन निकालना है E, G, ओमेगा और S के बीच में. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रिलेशन है. स्टार्टिंग के रिलेशंस बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. तो आप एक 3-फेज सॉइल सिस्टम ले लो. वैल्यूम ऑफ सॉइल्स इज E. इन टर्म्स ऑफ E मतलब हम यही फॉर्मूला यूज करते हैं. वैल्यूम ऑफ सॉइल्स इज E and वैल्यूम ऑफ वाइड्स इज E फ्रॉम द डेफिनेशन. अभी कैसा मत पूछो मेरे को. एंड वैल्यूम ऑफ वाटर इज सॉरी वाइड्स रेशियो ऑफ वाटर इज EW. So a 3-phase soil system ले लो. इसमें टोटल वैल्यूम 1 + E है. वैल्यूम ऑफ सॉलिड्स 1 है. वैल्यूम ऑफ वाइड्स E है. एंड वाइड्स जो बना हुआ है वो एयर और वाटर से बना हुआ है. नाउ इन फिगर EW represents volume of water. Okay, EW represents volume of water. We agree with. E represents the volume of voids. Of course, that also I agree. That also I am agree. E represents the volume of voids. Okay, volume of voids is E होता. उसमें EW water है और volume of solids is 1. Volume of solids is 1. ये तो आपको पता है. ये डायग्राम बना लो. ये डायग्राम बनाने के बाद S डिफाइन करो. What is S? S is equal to degree of saturation, and degree of saturation is equal to volume of water by volume of voids. Volume of water by volume of voids. What is the volume of water? Volume of water is EW. What is volume of voids? Volume of voids is E. So degree of saturation in this case is the degree of saturation in this is EW by E. Degree of saturation in this case is EW by E. Or we can write now S is equal to EW by E, or EW is equal to E into S. This is equation 1. कुछ डाउट है तो पूछो मुझे. आराम से करो डेरिवेशन. डेरिवेशन आपको परफेक्ट आने चाहिए. आज आप पेपर और पेन लेके बैठो, लिख लो, ये फिगर बना लो, चुप सुनो मत. Degree of saturation S is equal to volume of water by volume of voids. Volume of water is EW, volume of voids is E. So we can write from this one EW is equal to E into S. That is equation 1. That is equation 1. Got it? Okay. Now the term EW is known as the water voids ratio. डब्ल्यू को वाटर वाइड्स रेशियो बोलते, ओके, सिंपली वाइड्स रेशियो को ई बोलते, ईडब्ल्यू है तो वाटर वाइड्स रेशियो बोलते, कर उससे हमको जरूरत नहीं है। फॉर अ फुल्ली सैचुरेटेड सैंपल, सपोज करो ये सारा पानी से भरा हुआ है तो ईडब्ल्यू और ई सेम हो जाएंगे, एंड फॉर दैट ईडब्ल्यू इज इक्वल टू ई। समझ में आ रहा है आपको? नाउ वाटर कंटेंट इज इक्वल टू, इक्वेशन 1 आया आपको, वाटर कंटेंट इज इक्वल टू weight of water by weight of dry solids, and weight of water is given by EW into gamma W. अब मुझे ये कोई बोल सकता है कि कैसा है EW into gamma W, because gamma is equal to weight by volume. कळलं का तुम्हाला? त्याच्यावर अगोदर लिहून घ्या तुम्ही, gamma is equal to weight by volume, isn't it? So weight is equal to volume into gamma. तो वाटर का वेट इज इक्वल टू दिस वॉल्यूम ऑफ वाटर दैट इज EW एंड यूनिट वेट ऑफ वाटर दैट इज गामा W. सिमिलरली WD इज इक्वल टू इसका वेट ये कितना है, इसका वॉल्यूम कितना है 1 इंटू व्हाट इज इट्स यूनिट वेट गामा S. So weight of water is replaced by EW into gamma W, and weight of solids is replaced by gamma S into 1. Please ये स्टेप आपको समझ में आया क्या? देखो, what I used here is basic thing, gamma is equal to weight by volume, weight is equal to gamma into V, weight is equal to gamma into V. कोई डाउट है तो पूछो प्लीज, आपको क्लियर होना चाहिए हर चीज। और जो लोग पंढरपुर से नजदीक रहते, कभी 8 दिन में 15 दिन में कॉलेज आते जाओ, कुछ बुक्स ले लो, टीचरों से मिलो, डाउट पूछो, कैसा पढ़ना पूछो, ये करते जाओ आप। ऑफ कोर्स रिस्क मत लो, आप ये मत बोलो कि सर आप बुलाए हम आए, ऐसा बात नहीं। आप इधर उधर घूमते रहते, सिर्फ कॉलेज बोलते आपको कोरोना याद आता। ओके, सो नाउ weight of water by weight of solids. So weight of water I have replaced in terms of volume and gamma. It is EW into gamma W, and WD can be written as 1 into gamma S. You may ask why 1 is, because volume of solids is 1 here, and but till now it is here only. But we know that specific gravity is equal to gamma S by gamma W. अभी मैं define करा था पीछे. So gamma S is equal to G into gamma W. G into gamma W. तो इस इक्वेशन में आप रख दो वाटर का कंटेंट इज इक्वल टू EW gamma W as it is रखो, gamma S की जगह you substitute G into gamma W here. Just you see here, 1 minute टाइम देता हूं। Okay, so you got this one. So now in place of his gamma S, you put G into gamma W here. Gamma W get cancels. ओमेगा और स्मॉल w, इसके बाद एक ब्रेक होता 2 मिनट का, आप ब्रेक ले लो। ओमेगा इज इक्वल टू EW बाय G, गामा W गेट कैंसिल्स। आप लिखो पेपर पे करो, और ओमेगा इंटू G इज इक्वल टू EW, EW is equal to omega GW, EW is equal to E into S. Equation 1 or 2 equate karo, you will get this equation. Please go through the slides. Once again, I will repeat after the break. You take a break of 2-3 minutes. And after the break, I will take.